Greetings, YouTube. I'm going to do something I've never done on this channel before, and that is a what's on my phone. So first of all, if I'd been prepared for this, and I'm obviously not, I would have logged into my phone before I turn this on. So we're going to show you what's on my screensaver, which is a picture of my wife and Moon Pie, or my background rather, just being very goofy. That's what's on there. So this is a Samsung J7. It's the most basic Samsung phone they make. I think I paid $220 for it. It's completely paid for. It's mine. Um, and I really don't have a whole lot on this thing. I mean, my front page has got, 3 rows of uh, apps on it. I got 6 more on the second page and nothing on the third page. So let's take a look at what I've got. Well, first of all, I've got Instagram, which comes as no shock to anybody who follows me on Instagram or has checked my Instagram out. I am on Instagram all the time. I love Instagram. I have a lot of fun with it. I have Keep Notes, which I happen to really enjoy because it allows my wife and I to share uh, um, our grocery list for the most part. That's really what we use it for. She'll write me up the grocery list, and then I can then look at the grocery list here and know what I'm supposed to get for the day. And for example, today I forgot to get my wife dates, so I have to go get dates tomorrow. She wanted dates, and I forgot to get them. We have the Masterwork Tools Pathfinder app, which is for Pathfinder First Edition, and it has a wonderful reference. I use this all the bloody time. It's got the bookmarks in there. It's got all the classes. It's got the core books and all the books up through all the ones that were published, all the way up through the end of, or as they're wrapping up first edition before they fully launch second edition. I have the Lightning QR code reader, which I find handy. I have a contacts app, which I don't ever use. I have a D&D dice app, which is virtual dice. So you can roll virtual dice with actually shake your phone and it rolls the dice as though they're there on a table. I have the app for my Brennan B2, which is a digital jukebox we have in the house, which we are ripping our entire music collection onto. And then we'll have it purely digital, and we'll just keep the discs and we'll put those in storage. And it lets you set up playlists and just search for songs, for albums, and things like that. It's very nice. And then I have the little Google folder, which I use all the time because it's got where my Gmail is and my YouTube and things like that. Then at the bottom we have messages, which I use far more frequently than I thought I would do. Camera, my phone, and then the apps button that takes me to the standard apps that pretty much came with the phone itself, like AT&T, Samsung stuff, Amazon Shopping, a calculator, calendar, another camera link for some strange reason, a clock, more content, another contact, another email button, which I don't ever use because I have not linked my Gmail to the Samsung email. I don't need to. The Galaxy Store, which I never use. The Gallery, which I do use because, again, I have Instagram. The Samsung Internet, which I never use. Lookout, which I don't ever use. Another button for messages. My Files, and then another button for my phone. We also have Play Music, Samsung Notes, Settings, Setup and Transfer, AT&T Protect Plus, which I don't ever use. The Weather Channel, which I do enjoy. Visual voicemail, which I've never used. A color grab, which is interesting because it allows you to actually take a sample with the camera so you know what the color you're looking at is if you want to color match something. Yeah, that's about it there. And if we go to the second on the main page, we have a compass, a virtual compass, which I find quite cool. And Amazon Shopping and AT&T. I mean, like this really boring things on my phone. The main thing I use my phone for is checking my email and YouTube. Mostly my email. I don't watch a lot of things on my phone. Occasionally I will listen to an ASMR video when I'm in bed. And Instagram, my main thing. I spend like an hour a day on my phone with just playing with Instagram. And that's about the total time I spend on my phone. There's probably another 10 or 15 minutes looking at other things, unless I'm looking up a reference for on the Pathfinder. Occasionally, I'll just go through the Pathfinder rules and poke around and see if I find something I had never thought of before, or inspiration, things like that. So yeah, not the most interesting video in the world. Oh yes, and I have a rainbow sticker in the back of my case. This is an OtterBox case. I think this is the Defender. I'm not positive, but it is an OtterBox. I got it when I bought my phone. But yeah, I love this thing. I like my phone. I like my case. I like my little sticker, and I really enjoy Instagram. So not the most interesting of all the what's on my phone things, but frankly, everyone on the internet seems to have done one of these videos, and I realized I hadn't. So there you go. What's on my phone? Thank you for being here, and tell me if you have any apps that you think are interesting or important that you want to share with me.